I think that people nowadays are fucking ungrateful because there are people who chase money, who are chasing girls, who are chasing boys. Some even chase clout and validation from other people. And when they face hardship in their life, when everything is going against them or they feel like it, they will always say to themselves, why can't I deserve good things in my life? But the reality is that they already have. They have shelter, they have a nice bed, they have good food, and most of all, they have the love of their parents who raised them when they were born until now with all of their love and all of their heart. They buy you good things, they take you around for adventures. They always cheer you up when you're in the hardest time. And yet, when you grow up, you abandon them. You left them alone until they die in their fucking apartment or their house without anyone notice, like in fucking South Korea. It's heartbreaking when I hear that. And you know what? For me, and for a lot of people, their purpose of getting rich and become successful is because they want to buy fancy toys, they want to look rich in others eyes, they want to impress their partners. But for me, it's a little bit different. I want to get rich and successful to retire my mom and my dad. I want to take them on vacations. I want to see their smile on their face. And to me, that is everything I need, bro. I guess a lot of people here would disagree with me. They say that you get rich, you have to spend rich. Uh, you earn big, you have to spend big. And like their parents, they can handle it themselves. But I don't think so. When you look at the situation in a different perspective, in the perspective of your parents, do you know what they suffer to get you to this point? And that was the my ultimate realization when I'm being way too ungrateful to my parents a few years back. I take them for granted. I don't really care about how hard they have to do to prepare the meals for me when I finish school. And they always buy me things and they always look at me with a smile, but I just ignore them for some reason because gaming and other things that create instant gratification have kind of numbed me down, and I become so ungrateful to the point that I can see them as just people. And when I'm away from them now, I feel that pain. I feel the pain that I was betraying them. I was betraying their heart. I was betraying their belief in me. They want me to success. They want me to become a better person. But I never did that in my early years. And right now, I'm sitting here to say this because I realized this when that it was too late. You know, I should have done this way earlier. I mean, I should. I really should, bro. Like, I know everyone say that you got a way long life ahead of you. You can do that anytime, but I still felt the pain from the early years, man. Like people, there are people out there who lost their gamble, or they do something illegal, or and when they cannot handle the pressure, they would do bad things to their bodies, to their mental health, and some even jump up a bridge and unalive themselves. They do that to think that they want to escape the world. They want to escape this matrix. They want to escape this pain, but they left a really big pain in their parents' heart when they heard that their son or daughter was dead. They cannot stop crying because they know that they have raised that kid for like 20 or 30 years. And to see them on the ground, lying breathlessly, It's just a pain that they cannot describe in words. I know this is because I've seen my loved one die before. And, it was really painful to know that you didn't care about them when they're alive. And when you lost them, there's no return. There are, there are no way to save it, like literally. I mean, when you die, you can go to the fucking heaven to see that soul again, I guess. But you gotta appreciate what you have right now before you lost it. And you can lost it anytime, and you never know. You never know when you lost it. You never know when your parent will be under the ground. You'll never know when things will change in your life. So I'm going to say this once, and I'm going to continue to say this in the future. Be grateful. Like, it's literally be grateful. And I have to learn that for myself as well, because right now I'm not fucking perfect. I still have a lot of weakness and things that I need to improve on. And be grateful is one of the things that in that list. And for some of you out there who have not contact your parents or your loved one, the first thing I want you to do is just pick up the phone and call them and have a nice conversation with them. You might feel really tired right now. You might feel like I've worked for like fucking 8 or to 12 hours and I want to go to sleep now. Fuck it. Call them. You know, relax yourself a bit with them. Maybe I know that some of you guys have bad parents that abuse you or something, and in that case, I'm sorry for you, man. But I think that you should just look at the great side of people if you want your life to look brighter. Because if you always look at other people's weakness or bad sides, you yourself will never change, and you will always see negativity in your eyes. And I've heard this quote somewhere in the past, and I just remember it, so I just want to add this in. So yeah. But the point is that when you look around, you see that you have things that other people don't have. They don't have food, they don't have shelter. You see that, I know that in my country in 1945, millions and millions of people were dead because they don't have enough rice to eat. And some of the story I heard, people who, take dead bodies inside their restaurant and pretend that the meat was pork, and it's not. It was, you know what I mean? Like, they were starving to that point. And it's kind of scary nowadays that we have way more enough food, and people are wasting it. And like, when I work at restaurant, I see that people, they eat like a fucking burger, and they left like half of it on for me to clean. And that's, to me, it feels kind of, it doesn't feel right at all, because at a young age I was teach that I should be grateful for my food, because uh the god have granted that precious piece of rice to me. And if I don't finish it, it will be really bad. And I just learned to be naturally grateful that way. But I guess that I've lost it somewhere on the road to become a teenager. And right now I'm trying to restore it back. I'm trying to be happier and be more grateful for what I have, for my loved one, for the things that are around me, I guess. Yeah, I'm kind of speechless right now, because, you know, I don't even have voice to say now, because, I've just finished my exercise session, and I kind of feel tired right now, because, and, you know, There are people out there who cannot even exercise because they they don't have the capability to do that. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I'm not trying to insult anybody. I'm just saying that you got to be grateful for literally everything. And yeah, I probably say too much now. Yeah. You guys probably heard enough of me yapping. So thank you for watching, guys, and be grateful.